Hello, today this is
Cooking in Quarantine.
I'm your host Lashelle, and this is my grandmother.
Hello guys. Hi Grandma. Hi.
We're making vegan chocolate chip cookies today, and it takes about 11 minutes to make these. You get about 11 to 14 cookies with this recipe. So here's the stuff that you need. You need flour, baking soda, salt, sugar, brown sugar, chocolate chip cookies, milk, oil, and vanilla. So, here's what you need to do. Combine all dry ingredients in a bowl, then stir in wet to form a dough. So, I'm going to use this bowl, and then I'm going to put in the dry ingredients, so flour, baking soda, all that stuff. Now I know that the brown sugar does get stuck on there, so you may want to use a spatula to get it out. Oh, and also the equipment that you need are spatulas. You could choose between either one. Wooden spoons, you could also choose. Or the scoopers, and you could choose between these, so you could measure out what kind of or what size you need or what size you want. So, I also forgot to put in chocolate chips. Then what you do is, like I said earlier, you put the wet stuff into and you stir it. So I should probably use this spatula. Well, actually, no, I'm going to use the spoon to mix it. You may want to add a little bit more milk, or it's just dry. So just a little bit. So next you're going to have to take your scooper. I choose the small one so then you have more cookies. And then you scoop it out and put it on a pan. But first you have to put parchment on it. And you squeeze it out. Before you do that, you may want to make sure your hands are washed. Then you roll it into a ball. This one's kind of sticky because of the milk. Then you put it onto the parchment. Repeat. This one's going to be a little bit smaller because I didn't add that much dough to it. You want to make sure to space them out so for when the dough cooks. If you put them in your hands too long, then it may get a little wet and melt in your hands. Okay, so here's the last few cookies. If you wet your hands, then it won't stick as often. Make sure to scoot the edges of the bowl. It may get a little messy. So then grandmother's gonna put it in the oven for me because I don't want to get burnt. Then I'll put this bowl into the sink. So it takes about 11 minutes to actually bake the cookies. It's still in there, but here's some cookies that we already made. So if you want to try one, and tastes so good. Well, that's all for now. And this is
Cooking in Quarantine.
Bye.